Hi, I'm Rena Fitzgerald, and I'm here to tell you what balanced literacy is and why it's so important to use in your classroom. Balanced literacy is a method that uses various strategies in teaching literacy. It helps guide students towards becoming proficient in their reading, and it's characterized by explicit skill instruction by using authentic text. There are 6 components of a balanced literacy program: the read aloud, guided reading, shared reading, independent reading, word study, and the writing portion. The read aloud is when the teacher is reading a book aloud to the whole class. Oftentimes, these books are at the frustrational level or well above independent reading levels, so teachers are able to model reading fluency strategies to the whole class. Doing a read aloud in your classroom helps students develop listening and reading comprehension skills, and they're also able to see you model fluent and accurate reading. It is also the most teacher-directed part of a literacy block. In my current 4th grade placement, we use our reading curriculum and spend most of the time reading it aloud to the class. In a better balanced literacy program, I would choose a different text to model reading strategies and then allow students in my class to have a choice on the way that they read our text. I would give them options to read independent, partner read, or listen to me read aloud. Guided reading is usually a small group instruction led by a teacher. These students are selected based off of the skills that they need to focus on with their reading and their instructional reading levels. Guided reading helps kids become proficient readers because teachers are able to target and focus in on skills that they need to use in order to increase their reading level. Teachers then can guide students with similar needs and abilities in this small group. We don't currently do any guided reading in my 4th grade placement. If I were my own teacher, I would schedule guided reading with our practice readers that work on our current foundational skills, while other kids are working on word sorts and other word work activities. Listening to reading is spelling the words using magnets and sand, and have all of these as stations while I lead a guided reading group. Share reading is a literacy teaching strategy where teachers and students are reading together chorally as a class. Teachers usually are still reading with the kids to model and emphasize the enthusiasm it takes to be a fluent reader. Shared reading helps kids become more proficient readers because they are following a teacher's lead in the way that they are expressing themselves as they read. They also are in a low-risk situation where they are not susceptible to failure in front of a large group of kids and all attention's on them. In my current placement, we weekly use shared reading. Sometimes kids chorally read skipped words that we misplace with blanks while we read aloud. In my own classroom, I would choose to have kids echo read line by line, mimicking my voice to increase their fluency. I would also use Reader's Theater to motivate my students. I could assign parts and use a reading curriculum book in sections. Independent reading is when students are reading the text by themselves at their own independent reading level. Independent reading helps students become better readers by increasing their phonics skills from decoding books at their independent levels. It also helps their accuracy and fluency by rereading of books, and it helps reading comprehension by asking students questions about what they've read. In my current placement, there are random times where students are able to independently and silently read to themselves. However, in my future classroom, I plan to have a short block amount of time scheduled in my day to allow students to read independently, where I can have them whisper read to me, and I can come and confer with them as they are reading. This way, students are held accountable for what they are reading, and I can measure their level of improvement. Word study is a literacy block where students are provided explicit instruction by the teacher to help build the blocks of English language. Word study helps improve students' phonological awareness, their phonics skills, word structure and analysis, and their spelling abilities. In the 4th grade placement I currently have, we do foundational skills for about 20 minutes 4 times a week. We use whiteboard work, small group instruction, where we work on skill gaps while still applying skills that we are learning as a whole class. Students work on writing and applying new skills either on the computer or in their ELA notebook while I guide that small group that needs extra support. Writing is a process where teachers scaffold instruction along a continuum of teacher-directedness, so it moves from teacher modeling to teachers guiding students through a skill to students independently applying the skill to their work. Writing helps students increase their print awareness, phonics skills, and writing skills and strategies from teacher modeling and from teachers asking questions to use the stages of the writing process to communicate with others. In my current 4th grade class, we do writing right after we do our reading lesson. We work on 3 types of writing: opinion, informative, and narrative writing. The thing I want to work towards in my own classroom is getting time to have writing conferences. In my own classroom, I want to give a lesson or mini lesson and allow kids to write their own piece. After each major piece that we complete, I'd have a checklist of when students finish and work with them to fix their first draft of their writing. Once I grow to understand more of how each students write, I would group students and work on small groups for kids who have similar needs in their writing ability and fill those skill gaps for each student. As a teacher, I truly believe in differentiated instruction. No student is able to learn exactly the same as the kid next to them. If we expect all students to learn the same, we should also expect the same exact results on all of our data collection and our testing. Providing students with differentiated instruction helps each student fill the educational and skill gaps they have in all areas of academics. Without differentiated instruction, students will not meet the growth they need in order to be proficient readers or writers. It is our jobs as teachers to provide differentiated instruction to assure all students are having their needs met.